Mr. Desmond Choo.
Thank you for allowing me to join the debate. This budget is a pro-worker budget. By revising national enterprise schemes to focus on worker outcomes, places workers' interest at the core of government policies. I'd like to discuss further on two particular themes touched on in the budget: helping youth to succeed and prioritizing lifelong learning for all workers. Our younger Singaporean workers, unlike generations before theirs, face more disruptions in their work lives. In fact, they're almost certain to need multiple career and skills trampolines. Job facilitation for fresh graduates, many of whom are 26 years old and below, is crucial as it sets their direction in life early. This is especially so for the students of private education institutes, or PEIs. The latest PEI graduate employment survey found that only 47.4% of private school fresh graduates secured full-time jobs 6 months after graduation. This was a decline from the 60.1% for the previous batch. They also earn less, drawing a median gross monthly salary of $2,650 compared to graduates from the local autonomous universities who earn $3,400. We must continually review the PEIs to either enhance the skills and job value of these qualifications or to increase the students' awareness of alternative options. NTUC is prepared to assist with career navigation via its Youth Career Network platforms. ASEAN's growth will turn it into one of the top economic regions in the world. There are significant entrepreneurial and employment opportunities for Singaporean workers. ASEAN can be the important second wing of growth for economy. Now, how do we make it easier for people to move out of Singapore, explore the world, open more gateways for themselves and fellow Singaporeans? Our young people must seek regional working experience. Many major companies already require their senior executives to understand overseas markets. Without that, they cannot progress to become head of the companies. Now, while programs like the NUS Overseas Colleges and the Global Ready Talent Program allow for meaningful internships, we need our youth to pursue full-time jobs overseas. I hope that we can harness the strength of our overseas trade offices and larger Singaporean companies with regional presence to build employment networks. The latter can jumpstart growing our ASEAN-ready talent. This budget is also about addressing the needs and challenges of businesses and workers in the face of growing structural changes. To achieve this, we must prioritize and master lifelong learning. Minister Heng aptly mentioned that Singaporeans need to reconceptualize what learning is about, adding that they need to be prepared to learn from anywhere, from anyone, at any time. While this applies to all workers, we need to pay special attention to those who started off with lower academic qualifications. How do we extend more comprehensive learning support beyond SkillsFuture credit for workers who want to return to school or to upgrade themselves? Our workers and unionists are well aware of the need to continually retrain. It is vital to their livelihoods. It is made more urgent now with disruption. Now, most workers will not have a single linear career trajectory. They will need to be nimble and switch careers or job functions as seamlessly as possible. In fact, the majority will need to obtain additional skills or qualifications to progress within a specific industry or to switch to another industry. Yet this process is not easy, as my fellow Labour MP, Mr. Marvin Yong, has shared. Many workers have significant financial and family commitments. Retraining incurs cost and loss of income. Therefore, many workers choose to put off picking up another skill or qualification for as long as they can. The professional conversion programs and the career support programs have helped to provide these bridges. The combination of course subsidies and training allowances have lowered the barriers to career conversion. Yet the limited number of PCP and ELP places meant that many workers will have to pay full unsubsidized fees. And some workers might not qualify for the PCPs and might need longer time for them to qualify or succeed. Now, recently, a 33-year-old resident staying in Tampines sought assistance from me. He has been working since graduating with a diploma in business in 2007. In his own words, he wrote to me, he said, "I had no idea what I wanted to do after my O-levels, thus I embarked on something very corporate. So I did a diploma in business." So he has been working in a corporate function, and his last job was in a polyclinic, where he was inspired to become a nurse. So after trying for 2 years, he finally obtained a place in Ngee Polytechnic. Yet he's unable to secure a tuition grant because he has already obtained a previous diploma in 2007. His yearly school fees will amount to $21,000 per year, which he cannot pay. He said that, "I do have some savings, but it is not enough for 3 years." Yet, he still has a burning desire to serve the community. And he also said that, "It took me a long time to finally get the placement at Ngee Poly to study nursing. But unfortunately, I don't come from a well-to-do family. My father is semi-retired, and my mother is a homemaker. I don't behold high hopes in life. I'll be gratified enough to be a nurse, but the cost of $60,000, I believe, is too difficult for me to manage. At the end, I do have some savings to tide myself through, but it is not enough for 3 years. However, I ain't giving up. Thus, I'm seeking all forms of assistance which I can possibly concur. This is probably my last chance, and I'm thoroughly sincere in becoming a qualified nurse." While this is one appeal, there might be many other people in similar circumstances in different fields. We hope that more can be done for them. This might entail expanding the number of PCP places by helping our Singaporean workers, especially younger ones, to obtain a second NITEC, a diploma, or degree. It will help them to better adjust to structural economic changes. It will also allow workers to discover new career choices instead of those predetermined in the earlier years. Returning to school for career switch can be socialized as a mainstream norm. Now, workers need more support when they leave their jobs to expand their options of reskilling. Similar training allowances, such as those for PCPs, can be provided to them while they pick up their second qualifications. Perhaps, along the line of workfare incentive scheme, we can think about it as a reskilling incentive scheme. Our polytechnics are also introducing more common entry programs in business, information and digital technologies, clusters. This streamlining of courses allow for over-specificity early in life. Perhaps we can also offer this to workers looking for career resilience and changes in modular fashion. Creating a culture of lifelong learning is not just a government's duty, but a duty of unions, employers, and government. Learning agility is the key to building a modern workforce capable of navigating and leveraging opportunities arising from disruptions. Every worker matters in Singapore, and the labour movement will continue to do its part to make it real for workers. Mr. Speaker, I support the budget.
Order. I propose to take a break now, suspend the sitting, and we'll take the chair at 4:20 p.m. Order, order.